Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Vidane TV. It is Thursday night, and you know exactly what that means. It is NEP's night in America, even parts of Canada, too, as we join the NEP Shift Series for race number 2 on the season here for the first time in 3 years at Auto Club Speedway for the Reverie Brewing 65. Going to be a beer bash here tonight. Showtime, Paul Strickland Jr. in the broadcast booth, mashing these buttons, as always. And for some reason, nobody's unplugged this microphone of mine just yet. So you're stuck with me on the call all evening long. Now, usually here on Thursday nights, it's myself and Aaron, Aaron Creed. But Aaron taking the evening off here tonight. He's heading down to Martinsville Speedway for some real race car things. So we can't really fault him for that. But, I am not here alone. Y'all know it's that same old G, two-time street stock winner at Stafford Motor Speedway, winning car owner in that very same division this season with the 94 car of Chris Danielchuk, and father and head coach of life to the, now correct me if I'm wrong here, Gary, but the father of the very first third-generation race car driver at Stafford Motor Speedway, Alex Spinato, Gary Spinuto. I almost nailed that, Gary. Gary Spinato Jr. in the virtual building here this evening. And Gary, the million-dollar questions, as it always is. How we feeling tonight, brother?
I'm feeling pretty good, my friend. Alex is the first third-generation street stock driver at Stafford Speedway. There has been other third-generation drivers, but in the street stock division, we're pretty sure he's the first third-generation driver ever. So
nobody's called us out on it yet, so we'll see. Chat was pretty lively last week over there on Facebook on the TV, so we'll see what goes on. We'll try and keep a monitor on that throughout the evening here. But man, oh man, look at that beautiful West Coast sunset over there in California. Drivers lining up on the pit road there, getting ready to go 2 by 2. Looking like 26 cars have taken a time there, and you can see our pole sitter right up front. Going to be Kenny Kibbe in that 4 car. Steve Daddio parked in P2 there on the 99 or in the 99 car.
Well, I can't see the Vallanum.
That's right. We're working with. We gave Gary like 3 buttons to push all night long, so we're still training him just a little bit. So it's gonna work with me for just a little bit here. Dale Glessner in P3, Brandon Newhouse up in the top, reigning defending series champion Ryan Libby in P5, Zane Farrell, Jason Ricker, Brent Roy, John Peters, Corey Casagrande, rounding out the top 10 as these drivers get ready to roll. And running the Xfinity cars here tonight, Gary, you've seen them on TV, you watch them each and every weekend, but one of the cool things with this series here with the NEP guys, you're going to recognize a lot of these paint schemes here in the Northeast. It's a lot of these guys, most of these guys, run their real-life paint schemes.
I know at least 3/4 of these drivers from racing in New England. I know Ryan Libby, obviously, the Casagrandes, a couple of other guys I've noticed, Scott McDonald I've noticed, a bunch of other guys I've noticed, from being in the racing team for the last 30 years in Connecticut, in New England.
30 years? Has it been that long? How long have you and I been? We've been hanging out for at least 15 of those.
15, yeah. I've probably been in racing close to 35 years at this point. I'm only 48 years old, so.
Long time, and the memories we've all made in the racing world, and gonna try and make some virtual memories here with the iRacing world here live on Vidane TV. We made mention race number 2 on the season. Ryan Messer coming into tonight with the points lead, with the bonus points from the Vidane TV duels a couple of weeks back that we saw here live on Vidane TV. Previous winner here, the last time out 3 years ago, back in February of 2021, was going to be John Peters, and he is in the field somewhere here tonight, starting P9 in that 09 car. But the pace car dipping on down, green flag flies. We're racing here at Auto Club Speedway. Right away, you can see that number 4 car of Kenny Kibbe jumping up to that high side, going to jump on in front of Steve Daddio. And you can see Daddio on the 99 car going to hold on to the bottom side, and everybody else kind of looking for a groove in the racetrack that kind of works with their race car. Drivers searching high, low, and kind of somewhere in the middle groove there. And early on here, Gary, these guys know they got to get a little heat in these tires with the iRacing service, trying to get everything up to snuff.
Yeah, first couple laps, you got to take it easy, get the tire pressures up, feel out the car, feel out your competitors. And I know people know this. I actually raced against Daddio back in the day when he was a real young kid.
Yeah, it's always cool to be able to make those connections on air, off air, at the virtual racetrack here in the iRacing world. And then being able to go down to the real racetrack, whether it's Stafford Motor Speedway, we got Jennerstown, Oxford, all the racetracks here in the Northeast represented here, as well as a lot of speedways up in the Maritimes of Canada and Central Canada as well. Speedway 660 up there, and hopefully on the docket here for Strickland Jr. next year, as going to try and get up there for a couple of weeks, get some race car action in, and I'm starting to find that the more time, Brent Roy up into the outside wall with that Flow Racing 26 car, going to gather it back up. No harm, no foul there, but Ricker going to close right up on his back bumper. We're starting to find out here in the past couple of weeks and some of the cool plans coming up for Verdane TV and Showtime Strickland Jr. It's a lot happier at the racetrack.
Yeah, well, don't forget about our home track, Stafford Motor Speedway. And I see Mike Hopkins is out there. He runs in the limited late models on a weekly basis at Stafford. Yeah, but we do like to travel around. I would like to go up and see some other tracks. I've been to most of the tracks in the New England area. What's going on there?
Three wide action there on the racetrack. Casa Grande up in the mix. He's a familiar name at Stafford Springs, the Dirty Springs, as he likes to call it. 7CT going to tuck back in to the tire tracks of Brent Roy, but now he's going to shoot down on the bottom side. It seems like there's something going on with that 26 car of Brent. Not sure if it's maybe something mechanical after getting up into the wall, or if he's still trying to shake the cobwebs after hitting that wall.
It looks like he's could be kind of some handling issues. He did bounce it off the wall, maybe knock the toe out a little bit. And you never know with these guys.
Just got to get back in the flow. How about that? A little Flow Racing perk there for the 26 car. Jason,
nice way to plug the sponsor there, bro.
Yeah, trying my best. I'll figure this race car stuff out one of these days. Beautiful shot. Track Cam's 22 hooking us up with these beautiful camera angles here tonight. 22, that's right. Save 22. Us 22. And Ricker holding off a three-way battle. Hopkins looking strong once again. Lost a spot from where he qualified, but still up in the mix. And these guys 2-3 wide, still searching around the racetrack, trying to find some grip.
Now the 3 wide down the back straightaway. Hopkins is trying to get under Casa Grande there. Sorry, guys. I don't have a scoring pile on, so I'm guessing at some of these cars. 4 wide there for a second, coming off a turn. That's 3. Sorry, guys. I'm doing this on a phone. It's a little hard for me right now, guys.
Doing the best that we can. Doing a fantastic job. And these guys putting on one hell of a show here tonight on a Thursday night. Little Thursday Night Thunder, as it were. Yeah, we stole the name. We're little TNT.
Little
TNT action, because there are some explosions all the way around this racetrack. But up front, still the same two cats up front. Kenny Kibbe in the 4 car, holding on to that lead. Steve Daddio there in the 9 car there in third. How about Zane Farrell making his way downtown, driving fast, and he is victory lane bound in that 14 car, holding on to P3 right now. Glessner and Uhouse, the top 5 as they run.
It looks like Daddio just buying his time behind the 12 car, looking for a spot, to take the lead.
Yeah, and tonight's race is apparently brought to you by Fig Newtons. Sorry about that, folks. We'll get rid of the graphics. We do appreciate Reverie Brewing jumping in here tonight, but yeah, it's hard to see race cars through logos. I apologize for that. It's a good thing I paid you on my promise of checking in on the ads there. Man, how about that? Appreciate everybody tuning in over on Facebook, over on Twitch, and over on YouTube as well. Give us a like, subscribe. And now that we've got the graphics out of the way, dude, give us a share. Let your friends know, let your families know you're watching a little race car action here tonight on a Thursday night. Working a lap number 8, and Gary, one of the cool things with these guys as they came in here tonight, a little bit of a streak for these guys. It's the first time back to Auto Club Speedway here since season 2, but coming into the race tonight, NEP has run 146 consecutive green flag laps. Now that's an NEP record. We haven't had a caution since lap 19 at Dover last season.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. To go that far, especially if you guys ran Daytona last week, correct?
100%. We ran 65 laps at Daytona.
And there's always the big one at Daytona. Real racing, iRacing. Every time I've done a Daytona race, it's like there's always the big one. That's very impressive that you guys never brought a caution out.
Putting on a heck of a show here, and you can see real race car drivers doing a little sim racing here on a Thursday night. One of the factors that's going to kind of help out with that, we're not doing any quick repairs this season here with the NEP drivers. So any damage that you get out on the racetrack doing a little rough fun revving fenders or hitting up into the wall, you got to go down and you have to actually work on that car on pit road. So driver's not able to hit that quick reset button any longer here. One of the drivers that's not trying to do any kind of quick reset is that 14 car. Zane Farrell up into the mix. He's got a little sniff of the draft now with Daddy-O in the 99 car.
Yeah, the 14 has been tracking down Daddy-O for a few laps here. Let's see if he can get his way under him and go after the lead. And so the 10 car behind the 17. Yep. Once again, sorry guys, I'm doing this off my phone. I don't have a scoring pylon, so I don't know who's in what car. I'm very sorry, guys.
Problem at all. Dale Glessner there in the 10 car, and Libby in the 46 car. Still sponsorless. Still a plain white car for Ryan Libby. Last year's reigning and defending series champion there, but he's having a good run here at Auto Club. And number 46, top running Toyota there in 5th place. Brandon Newhouse, owner and designer for U-House Racing Design, sponsors the replay. We're going to get ourselves a U-House Racing Design replay at some point this season. These guys just have to wreck so we can have a replay of something. John Peters, shoot, Gary.
So we need to talk to Ryan Libby in the 46. We have the Yellow Ink racing car out there next week.
It's gonna be, yeah. We might have to actually do that. We could probably hook up with U-House and get that car painted up. Get an old maybe Kyle Petty style NWO car, but with yellow and border on the Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It gets sued again. Thanks. We probably should get back to the racing.
It's all about the racing, and it's all about the entertainment value here at Vidane TV. You see the top 4 drivers, they're kind of attacking the bottom side of the racetrack, maybe drifting up to that outside wall there on the straightaway. But the 2 guys in behind them, 3 guys, if you count the 10 car of Dale Glessner, he's kind of going up a little bit on the higher side, as is the 46, and the 3 cars just sending it, going all the way up the racetrack. So this guy's searching for some grip, trying to find, A, the fastest way around the racetrack, B, the best way to save tires, save the race car for this one. As we got the stats from Ryan Salvatore over at RSal TV, maybe a 2-tire stop or a 2 pit stop race here tonight. Fall off is about 1 second after about 15 laps, and 2 tires is going to end up being a major gamble, especially if the left sides are 10 laps or older. So it's going to be, you can see these guys are kind of starting to spread out a little bit. We're getting to the point where these tires, they've got a lot of dirt, they got a lot of grit on them, they're starting to wear out, and the car's going to start to really feel that in the handling. So you can see everybody's kind of spread out right now. I don't want to call it single file, Gary, because we're not really in line, but it doesn't really seem like there's too much side-by-side action. There's a little side-by-side action for right about the 10th position.
Well, yeah, at this point, get in line, save your tires. Like you said, if they do a 2-tire pit stop, you save 7 seconds in the pits, but when you come out, you're going to be, in 10 laps, you're going to be 10 seconds back. So that's the hard thing to decide here. How hard do you push your car in the beginning? What kind of moves do you make? I don't know about if the tires wear out here before the fuel, but I don't know if they're trying to save a little fuel mileage too.
Absolutely. It's been so long since I've been in the wheel of a competitive iRacing car. I have no idea. That's why I'm up here in the booth pushing the buttons and talking it in this microphone. But it's great that Salvatore is able to hook us up with at least a little bit of stats. It kind of makes it sound like we know what we're talking about. And Salvatore holding on to that top 10 spot. He's gained 5 spots when he qualified, running in 9th rank.
All right, and we were talking about earlier about driving these cars. This is no joke. I mean, I've raced most of my life, and I have a hard time doing this iRacing thing. You have to really be a good race car driver to do this. This is not a video game, as I found out the hard way. I have a ton of respect for these guys because I can't do this.
Yeah, it takes a lot, and it took me about a decade to realize that I'm just not quick, but I sure do talk fast, and I like to listen to myself talk. Apparently some other folks do too. But it was kind of neat up at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Right outside, we had the racing museum that we're good friends with outside of the racetrack. Had the iRacing simulator set up there, and the Pit Road TV crew, well, we were just kind of lined up. All right, slowest time, they're gonna have to buy lunch. Luckily for me, I came in P3. There was only 4 guys.
I would say out of 3 guys.
No, out of 4, so I didn't have to buy lunch. It was pretty good. I think Papa Andrew
Oh,
ended
here
up buying lunch.
we got a nice three-way battle going here between the 10, the 46 of Ryan Libby, the 3 of, how do you say his name? I'm sorry, Paul.
3 of U-House running in at
Yeah.
P6. Everybody's still chasing Kibby and Daddy-O. Those guys have kind of
Yeah.
hooked up.
But these four cars here are putting on one heck of a race for the third spot, though.
At Glessner getting down in that 10 car underneath Zane Farrell, Jennerstown native in
Ooh.
that 14 car. Libby up there. He's pushing every last bit of that number
Yeah.
10 car. Getting a
Oh,
little slideways
yeah.
with that
Lively
46.
action. I've noticed that Ryan's car likes to slide it up and take it out to the wall. But I'm pretty sure the 14 car is messing up his line because Ryan was faster there for a few laps.
And you can see that 3 car's
Now they're
been
3
pushing
wide.
the issue up in that high line as well. So in the 46, they almost look like they're going for the same piece of real estate. And you can see the 46 car going to take a dive there on the 14 of Farrell, try and get a little sniff. Not going to work out, going to let it drift back up towards that wall.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the 46 is having a slight push problem. That's why he has to come out to the wall. Because it looks like as soon as he comes up to the wall, the car's slowing down. And the 3 just drives right under the 2 of them.
Yeah, power move for U-House.
Yeah.
Going to try and make it stick. Drifting up in front. A little slide job action there in front of Sarah. Push, push, push.
Oh,
man.
Four
Can I
wide.
let
There
out
we
of it
go.
just a bit?
Almost got
Four
a
wide
lift.
out of turn 4. John Peters is in the mix as well. Where did he come from?
Wow, this is some great racing. They're 3, 4 wide. Libby seems to be pulling away now. I'm sorry.
Hey, U-House up on the high side.
Yeah.
Really scraping that outside ball. The 46 car trying to make it work as well. He's trying to march his way up to a podium spot. Zane Farrell dropping back just a few positions, but still in the mix. Right on the back bumper there of the 3-time champion 09 car of John Peters. Gonna take a sniff down low in that 14 Margarita Mustang, but not quite enough there. He's gonna drift back up and back in front of the 3.
Well, so much we talked earlier about saving their car. These guys are letting it all hang out at the moment. Up high, down low, 3, 4 wide. They're going for it. As Scott Daddio and the other, I'm sorry, what's got guys? I don't have a pylon, so it makes it really hard. Are pretty much driving away at this point.
Yeah, those top 2 guys still making a show out of it up front. Kibby has even put 2 seconds now between himself and a second place at Daddio. Dale Glessner still leading this pack here. Ryan Libby, John Peters, Zane Farrell, a little side-by-side action now with he and U-House. A little bit further on back, how about the 7CT of Corey Casagrande? For 20 laps in, it doesn't look like there's any damage on that 7CT, Gary.
Is that, well, like I said, I'm not. Is that something that is he usually ripping the fenders off the car on a weekly basis, or are we just going by what he does in real life at in the Pack series?
Little column A, little column B. Hey, we kid because we care. Corey Casagrande in the top 10. Solid run. Gained a couple of spots where he qualified. Top running Canadian, Brent Roy, the Camry kid, the number 26. He is the second highest running Toyota in the field. Libby back up in 4th with his Toyota. Jason Ricker here rounding out the top 10. And these guys still putting on a show right on the outside of the top 10. Ryan Salvatore in the mix. There's Jason Ricker in the RKM setup shop car working at lap number 22. How about that? Save us 22. Got a pit stop.
Yep.
Indeed it is. Ryan Salvatore coming down.
Is this a little early yet, or is this strategy, you think? Or
well, what's funny is Ryan Salvatore's our stat man. He hooks us up. He hooks me and Aaron up before each race, gives us sticky notes with what to talk about. And he said the pit window, the green flag pit window, is going to open up between lap 28 and lap 35.
Okay.
But then he sent me a correction saying, wait, we did some fuel mileage testing and that's not right, where you can go anywhere between 30 and 34 laps. So going to come down. Looks like he's going to grab some tires here early on and see what that does here for him. But up front, still Kenny Kibby by at least half a racetrack at this point. 2.5 seconds between he and Daddio there in second. Dale Glessner back in third, but how long is he going to be able to hold on to it as the 09 car of John Peters comes up down in the bottom side?
You got to remember something, too. Once he comes out of the pits, he's going to be the Superman for 10 laps. But when these guys get their new tires, are they going to catch him faster? So, is short pitting sometimes is a gamble. If a caution comes out right now, he'll be golden. If not, it could be a long night for him.
There you see John Peters making the move, 6 spots gained here on the evening. If you count that number 3 spot, running the state of Maine, all the 229 drivers, being that they are primarily from the state of Maine, running that logo on the hood of the car, just to kind of let everybody know that we are thinking about them with those events that went on up there. And a crazy, crazy world out there, but we do what we can. You can see the 229 cars, 229 cars are running that logo on the hood. So always a tight knit community with both the racing community as well as the sim racing.
Yeah, my thought and players go out to everybody's families, that this affected last night.
You can see that battle for the top 10 has kind of spread itself out just a little bit. Mike Hopkins in the 78, microburst Mike Hopkins, as it's been coined now, in the number 78, just outside the top 10. Alston Belke in the 24 car, having himself a quiet night, running 13th right now in that T-Rex number 24 car. It looks so much like that All-Star race winning Jeff Gordon's car. It's always going to be T-Rex. Rookie on the year, number 13, to Jeff Bradley, back here in 14th. Scott McDonald in the 44, back in 15th. DJ Gerard, Cody LeBlanc, Kyle Casagrande making the field here tonight. Brian and Bobby Shipp rounding out the top 20, and Adam Henry still in the field as well. Jeffrey Brown holding on to that 27 car. Ryan Messer, the points leader, down on pit road. Looks like he's going to have himself an early spot, and Zane Farrell's going to come down from the top 5.
Well, I can't see anything. Oh, we have.
So Zane Farrell coming down pit road in that 13 car. Everybody else still staying on track. And Kenny Kibbe, Steve Daddio up in front, John Peters. Everybody's starting to kind of accordion back in. And you got to wonder, with these drivers coming down pit road, Gary made mention, with those new tires, these guys are going to feel like Superman for about 10, 12 laps.
Yeah, like I said, the longer you run on old tires, so the longer you turn slower laps. So now the guy is coming out and returning faster laps, but then it starts to equal off. So, like I said, short pitting could come back to bite you later. If a caution comes out in the next few laps, these guys are going to be good. If not, this could be, like I said, could be a long night for some of those guys who are short pit. And I'm sorry there, Paul. When you broke to me, all I saw was a car going down pit road.
Oh, good. That's all the fans saw as well. So
okay.
We're watching the same monitor. That's good. That's good. We're paying attention.
Car pitting. I didn't know what else to say.
All right, next week you get 4 buttons.
Thanks.
Oh, man, having a lot of fun here tonight.
To anybody out there that's listening, I don't do this much, okay? I enjoy bantering with Paul. I am not a race announcer by any stretch of the means, so I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody at this point with the job I'm doing.
Doing a great job. It beats listening to me all. Come on.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one.
Kenny Kibbe slowing down just a little bit in that 4 car. You can see Daddio really able to kind of put the pressure on. He's gained about 1.5, maybe 2/10 this lap, but still about 2.5 seconds. The gap. John Peters is there as well. But as we focus in on the leader, he's been watching these guys come off of the racetrack, peel on down to pit road, and get those those fresh tires. Doesn't look like he's going to grab it this time. And what are the things we can do here? Go ahead, Gary.
And if you notice too, the 4 car, he's keeping it low, and then he brings it out to the wall, and then he just, literally drives it down into the corner. A lot of the other guys are not driving it this way. I don't know if he just has to hit the setup tonight. I don't know. Are these fixed setup cars tonight or no?
Yeah, I believe they're fixed setup.
Oh, okay.
Probably one of the things I know. Yeah, no, that might be something I should probably check out. But in any sense,
it just looks like he's a completely different driving line than everybody else. Because if you watch the 46, he's keeping it up high for the most part and just driving it wide open. It looks like around the track. So
we followed along with
the 4 guys last name. The in-car camera now. Good.
That's what it's all about here. A couple more guys coming down pit road. There you see Dale Lester, Ryan Libby in the 46 car. Going to take that white car down pit road. Mike Roburst, Mike Hopkins in the 78 car. Going to join these guys. A good clean pit stop entry there. Jeff Bradway, rookie on the season. He's going to come down for some Sunoco race fuel and some tires. Jared Adams there getting that machine worked on, as well as Kenny Kibbe holds on the lead here for lap 30. We're already just about halfway through this Reverie Brewing Beer Bash 65 here, Gary. How are we feeling so far?
I'm feeling pretty good. starting to get a little better into this. Hey, somebody remind Mike that he's allowed to pit during these races. On a Friday night Stafford Speedway, once you come down pit road, your race is over.
Yeah, 100%. You see that in a lot of the short track races across the country, but here in iRacing, you can as many times as you want. Brandon Uhas going to take advantage of that. Corey Casagrande down there on pit road as well. Crazy to think we're almost halfway. Not a scuff on that 7CT car. Corey doing a good job holding on to it. Kenny Kibbe doing a great job holding on to the lead, and you can see they're on the scoring pylon. I know Gary can't see it, but the folks watching at home can see it. Kenny Kibbe ran a 42.3 last time by. Zane Farrell was one of the last drivers to come down, or one of the first drivers to come down pit road. He ran a 40.81 last time by. So you're about a second, second and a half, almost 2 seconds faster with those laps. How long do you stay out if you're that 4-car, Gary?
That's what I'm thinking, the same thing. He's got to come for tires. He's losing a second a lap. Is he going to make that time up once he comes out? I don't know. Once again, now, if a caution comes out, he'll be okay. If not, he might be in trouble. He really needs to get down pit road.
One of the things we did make mention earlier on is I did get that sticky note just before we came on air that the fuel window is 32 to 34 laps. So if you can make 33, that is the halfway marker of this race, not counting a green white checkered. If you can make 33 laps, you can make 33 laps, and I think that's exactly what the 4-car and crew is thinking. Because Kibbe's going to come down pit road, bringing the rest of the leaders as well. There's John Peters in the 09, Steve Daddio in the 99, the 9 of Ricker, John Miller in the 6, Austin Belke in the 24, DJ Gerard in the double lot car coming on down. Everybody in the top 10 coming down. There's Scott McDonald in the 44 car.
Yeah, you're going to have to pit now. With the leader pitting, you're just going to lose so much time. You need to pit. And guys, everybody, Strickland just did math live on TV. I'm proud of him.
I did math and it was accurate. How about that? The numbers don't lie.
You think you're 33?
We actually had Steiner math at Daytona last week, Gary. I'll have to pull up the clip here for you. But Brent Roy going to come down pit road here. You can see that whole pack from last lap, they're coming off pit road. Kenny Kibbe is going to win the race off pit road. Brent Roy's going to grab a little bit of TV time here on Verdane TV, lead himself a lap under green flag conditions. And this may very well be big. The 26 of Brent Roy, the 07 of Cody LeBlanc, Brian Shipp here in the 48 car as well. They're pitting a lap after everybody else. They got that little bit of a cushion. If we do end up getting a caution and if we end up getting that green white checkered, they've got that little bit of extra fuel they can.
Yeah, too, because plus the caution laps, it do save some fuel, but are you going to save enough to make it to the end? Hey, just one thing, because I can't see the scoring pylon. Did the leaders go a lap down when they pitted or no?
It looks like everybody's kind of cycled back around, but one of the big things, Cody LeBlanc in the 07 car, Brian Shipp, they're both coming back down pit road. Wondering if they had a penalty on that, but it looks like everybody was able to kind of cycle on through, showing 24 cars. Check that, 23 cars on the lead lap. So, Jeffrey Brown, Mike Hopkins, Darren Adams currently on pit road.
That's I just saw Hopkins pit. So is the 4 back in the lead?
The 14 of Zane Farrell in the lead right now.
Okay. Once again, guys, sorry.
Cycle back through to 5th.
All right, there he is. Okay, once again, guys, I can't see a scoring pylon, so I'm kind of lost where everybody is. I'm very sorry. It's making it nearly impossible to do any kind of a job announcing here.
Hey, you're doing a great job. Kenny Kibbe holding on to 5th right now. He's trying to take 4th away from.
He's gonna go right through this field because he's got 5-6 lap pressure tires on most of these guys right here.
Great opportunity to take a look at this gyro cam, and you can hear that right front spill. And there's Ryan Salvatore up in the 12 car, having a good run in the top 5, but not for very long. You can see Kenny Kibbe going to slide up, grab a quick peek and draft, dip back down low, going to drive right on by that 12 car with those fresher tires on the 46 car. You can definitely tell Ryan Libby is on the hunt for the trophy here tonight.
Yes, I'm pretty sure right now the 4 car, he pitted at least 3 or 4 laps before Ryan, so I see him pretty much going by Ryan in the next couple laps. It's going to take about 10 laps for the tires to equal out with everybody. Like I said, that 4 car earlier was on a mission, though. I think before long he's going to be back up front.
You can See, this field has kind of spread itself out just a little bit. Zany in this 14 car holding on to the lead. He's going to come down. He's actually cutting the cookie cutter, as it were, driving down to the apron, trying to save just a little bit of fuel. These drivers know it's going to be tight if they came down before lap 33, hoping for a caution, but they also don't want to break that streak. We haven't had a yellow flag since lap 19 of Dover last season. Crazy to think we went 65 laps here at Daytona. Green flag. We've been green for all 37 here at Auto Club Speedway, here for the first time in 3 years with the NEP Shift Series. And want to thank everybody for tuning in on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch. We're live all over the place. Give us a like, a subscribe, a share, a follow, all that good stuff. Let them know that you're listening and you're watching a little showtime. Paul Strickland Jr. and Gary Spinato Jr. from Renner Race Car doing some iRacing action here on a Thursday night.
Thank you, Paul. Sorry, guys. I have no. Ryan Libby seems to be up in third now. He's I think at this point, I think the 4 and the 46 have leveled off already because I don't think he's catching them. Guys, sorry, I can only announce what I see on my screen. I'm very sorry, guys.
Well, there you see the 4 car, and it's funny you make mention that Libby and Kibby kind of running in third and fourth. That's what they do here on Verdane TV. It seems like each and every week, if we're talking about Libby, we're talking about Kibby and vice versa. This guy's always running pretty well. And the cool thing with what Gary's looking at is it's almost what the fans are looking at. It's like a 10-second delay, just a little bit. There you can see that 3 car. He's not making any kind of delay. Brandon Newhouse, he wants to make a little magic happen. He's going all the way down to that apron. He's going to make the pass on the 12, and looks like the 99 up on the outside wall a little bit there.
Yeah, look like the 99 went in a little hot, but like I said, he's on a couple of fresher tires than these guys. I think he just got one heck of a run going into the corner. But like with Daddio and Kirby, this is what happened. They stayed out, I think, a little too long to get that gas mileage. It may hurt them because now they're 5-6 seconds back. If this goes all the way to the end, are their tires going to give up enough where they can't get the time back? That's my big concern. Now, Daddy's going to drive hard through the field to try to get back to where he was. Is he going to use his car up too much?
And a lot of these drivers really going to start trying to save as much fuel as he can here. But as you can see, everybody's pretty much stacked right on top of each other. So it's going to be tough to try and save fuel, try and kind of roll onto the throttle and save just that little bit. Zane Farrell's still holding on to the lead right now, and you can see still jumping on down to the apron to save every ounce of fuel that he can. Dale Glester in the 10 car going to go down there and follow him as well. Ford, Chevy, and Toyota. Ryan Libby, the highest running Toyota there in third. You can see he's kind of gapped between himself and Kibby. He's set his sights now on those top 2 drivers. Ryan Libby going for the pole.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. I thought Kibby was going to come out like a house of fire and get right up there. Maybe he's saving his tires, saving some fuel, but like you said, you guys are racing hard. You try to lift a little earlier to save some fuel. You're going to get rear-ended here. Like I said, Ryan is running a nice line going up high. He's not as okay. There he is, going back up to where he is. I think he's catching the leaders, guys. Like I said, I have no scoring pylon, so I can't tell, but it looks like he's driving a nice, smooth line, catching up to him. So we'll see what Kirby does.
Yeah, and as these guys go a little side-by-side for the lead, Lester wants it. He's going to take it down to the bottom side. Farrell's it looks like he's going to give it to him. Going to wave him on by with those pink gloves, slide the 14 car back to second. Dale Glester up to the point, but don't look now. You made mention, Ryan Libby is there. He has caught the draft of these 2 drivers, and he's hungry. He's got his crosshair sight on that podium, or he's in the podium right now. He wants that P1 spot.
Yes, I think the 14 car may have pitted a couple laps too early, and Ryan, has a lot fresher tire at the moment. And like you said, these fall off nearly 2 seconds by the end of the run. So he's already starting to fall off, more than Ryan. So I think in a lap or 2, Ryan's going to be pretty much going to get by him. There he goes. Nice bottom shot here. Let's see if he can pull it off. Look. He can do the slide job. Let's see. Pulls even, and there we go. Right up in front, right up high, and on his way to catch the leader.
Door bumper clear, as it were, for the 46 car of Ryan Libby, sliding on up into the second spot, now setting his sights on the back bumper of the number 10 car of Dale Glessner leading this race. And there's Microburst 78, Mike Hopkins. A couple laps down earlier on, may have had an incident down on pit road, caught himself a speeding penalty of sorts, but going to go down another lap here. Had a strong run in that 78 car at Daytona last week before getting wrecked out towards the end. But Mike Hopkins looking, the car looks good, just in a little bit of a track position deficit, as they call it.
Yeah, because he was one of the last ones to pit on the cycle, correct? So he probably has a few lap pressure tires. Like I said, though, he's a couple laps down, correct?
Couple laps down, yeah. Currently scored in the 26th spot.
I think it's time for Mike. I think it's time for Mike to pull down low and let the leaders go by.
They'll get there when they get there. Yeah. Mike's saying, if you want to pass, go around. Fine, go ahead. Come on, pass me. Go ahead. We could almost pull him up to the booth, and he'd probably be saying that over the mic. We won't do that under green flag. We know we've been listening to the fans, the drivers, the team owners. We are definitely going to be doing some in-car interviews here with these NEP drivers here on Thursday nights. We're not going to do it under green flag conditions, though. We need these guys to have some yellow A blanket, yellow flags here in the iRacing world.
Yep. You know what, though? If one guy could pull it off, it would be Mike. Interviewing under green. Hold on, I got to turn left for a second.
Still putting on a show, holding the happy wheel in that 78 car, doing a little sliding up in the high side there. And 10 car, he kind of went high, went low, waved with all 10 fingers, and he's letting them know he's there. Libby's not going to take it for too much longer. As you can see, Glessner is there as well.
And look who just got into the third spot. Kirby he's back on the move. Let's see, is he going to catch up to Ryan? I'm sure Kirby has at least 4 or 5 laps pressure tires. Because he made it to lap 33, correct?
That he did. Kenny Kibbe there in the 4th car, getting on around Zane Farrell, sliding him back to 4th. Kibbe up to 3rd, and you can see he's got his sights set on Libby and Glessner, and it doesn't seem like they're losing too much time with the 78 car being up there. He's got a little bit quicker car with those fresher tires, might be sporting just a little bit of damage on that 78 of Hopkins, but still showing he's pretty sporty.
Yeah, but is the 78 messing up the 10's line, though? He's not be able to come out to the wall like he was. Well, not that time, no. But I still think that's a distraction, having a lap car out in front of you like that. And I think Ryan is. I think that's why Ryan is starting to catch up to him. Like I said, though, and I don't know. Like I said, when I was leading, last thing I wanted to see out my windshield was a lap car. So
I wouldn't know. I've never led. I did get a top 10 once in a street stock race, so that was kind of cool. That was in your car.
I think I may have lapped you once too. So
that was a 15-lap feature, I think it was. I went 2 laps that night, I think, first time. Doing big things at Stafford Motor Speedway. Gonna try and get up there this weekend. Finally got myself some wheels, so hopefully we can get up there. And man, I might actually make a trek out west. And Gary, I'm gonna pick you up on the way. Reverie Brewing Company helping us out here tonight, sponsoring tonight's Beer Bash 65 at Auto Club Speedway. These guys are out in Newtown. Been checking them out here on Facebook. They got a whole bunch of cool stuff going on. They got live music every Friday night, and they've got all sorts of events going on throughout the rest of the year. And one of the things that really caught my eye was they got a punk rock Halloween party. That's this Saturday down in Newtown. So I might dust off the old Joker gimmick. Gary, am I picking you
up? This Saturday?
Yeah.
Remember?
That's right. You got things going on.
I got things. I became an ordained minister to marry a couple, so I got to marry a couple this Saturday. But I'd be there with you, buddy.
100%. Hey, maybe I'll show up to that in my Joker gimmick. I'm sure that'll go over well.
It's a redneck wedding. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, you're probably right. Back to the action, though. On the track, we're already 16 laps to go. These guys just putting on a clinic here at Auto Club Speedway, and hate doing it. I hate saying the words, but these guys doing a great job staying clean, staying green all race long. And we made mention it's been Dover since last year that we've seen a yellow flag. And right now, Dale Glessner, he's hoping that the next flag he sees is the checkered. The 78 car getting a little loosey-goosey there as he is down a lap. Ryan Libby coming down pit road, though. Oh, Ryan Libby's around!
Will that
Ryan
bring out a
Libby is
caution?
around. Still green flag. We'll take a quick. The first U-House Race Designs instant replay. The 46 car. Looks like he was going to make a green flag pit stop. Locked up the tires and spun. Big contact with the pit road entry wall. Not good for the 46 car. Extended pit stop there for Ryan Libby.
That should finish the 46 night.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to pull it into the garage. That is a tough hit for the 46 car. So Glessner up front, Kibbe in second, Brandon Uhouse now in third, Steve Daddio, Zane Farrell, the top five as they run. John Peters, Corey Casagrande, Jason Ricker, Jeffrey Bradway, and Brent Roy rounding out the top 10. 14 laps to go here at Auto Club Speedway.
So the big story is, does Kirby have enough to catch the 10 car? He's coming. I know his tires are 5 or 6 laps fresher. Paul, can you help me out? What's the differential now?
Taking a look. Last time Glessner in the 10 car ran a 42.18. Kibbe in the 4 car, 41.82. That's the 4/10, almost a half a second faster in that 4 car. Caution flag flies here at Auto Club with 14 to go.
Oh, well.
See if we can. We'll see if we can pull it up here on the replay. Going to take us just a second to get there, but man, oh man, caution flag flies late in this one. 6 of Miller looks like he's around.
Oh, so good. I don't have to come out of retirement next week to cause a caution.
Little bit of close quarter racing between the 6 of Miller. There you see the 7 of Kyle Casagrande, and Kyle gets a big run. 6 car kind of drifts up the track just a little bit, and there's a lot of room on the racetrack, and I don't know about that. I think there's it almost looked like what do they call it in the wrestling world, Gary? A receipt?
Yeah, look, he paid the receipt on that one. I don't know if there was something going on beforehand that we didn't see, or so let Kyle know next time you see him, you're not supposed to take out the 6 car.
Yeah, 6 car's the car I got a top 10 at Stafford Motor Speedway. What the heck is he doing? But it's going to gather the field back up here. Dale Glessner holding on to the lead. I think everybody's going to come down here.
You're going to say everybody's going to pit here, right?
Yeah, you need tires. You need fuel. There you see everybody coming down. You might have one guy, maybe 2 guys down towards the back of the pack, kind of roll the dice, see if they can maybe join that prestigious list of a NEP Shift Series winner. But it looks like everybody's coming down the pit.
Yeah, everybody's going to come down. Anybody who stays out. Only reason I would stay out, if I was running the last car running and wanted to get 5 bonus points, stay out. Hey, I noticed Hopkins pitted with these guys. Are they allowed to pit on the same thing 1 lap down?
No, so I'm not sure what Mike was doing there.
Now he's backing up.
Yeah, we're not sure. We're not sure what Mike's. We might have to hook up just a dedicated in-car cam for the 78 car so we can find out. It always does seem like there's a microburst out of that 78 camp every week.
Like I said, 78 is not used to pitting in real life.
There you can see the race off pit road. Looks like about how they came down. Dale Glessner going to win the race in the 10 car. There you see Kenny Kibbe in the 4, right in behind Brandon Uhouse there in the 3 in third. Zane Farrell, John Peters, top 5. Looks like everybody took 4 tires and fuel on this one. Just a quick reset, get everybody on the same page. This is going to get interesting as we've got kind of a who's who in the NEP series up in the top 10. There's Corey Casagrande in the 7CT running in 6th. Steve Daddio right in behind him. The double 9s in 7th. Jason Ricker there in the 9 car. The Camry kid, the 26 Flow Racing ride. He's going to be running P9. And rookie on the season, the number 13 car of Jeffrey Bradway, rounding out the top 10. And just taking a peek here, we still have 23 drivers on the lead lap. Cody LeBlanc, Bobby Shipp, Scott McDonald, Austin Belkey, Brian Shipp, Adam Henry, DJ Gerard, Ryan Salvatore, Ryan Messer, points leader Ryan Messer back here in 19th. Colby Burkholder, the other rookie in the field here tonight, and the other 26 car back in 20th. Jeff Brown, Kyle Casagrande, John Miller, Jared Adams, Michael Hopkins, and Ryan Libby, all 1 lap or more down here. But already lining them up 2 by 2, getting ready to rock and roll one more time. And, man, we're going to have 10 laps to go when we come to the green flag here, Gary. Yeah,
this is a huge thing for the people who pitted early. Now everybody's on the same set of tires, 10 laps to go. Let's see who's going to do this.
Gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to wreck them, and, well, know when to win them. And we're going to find out who's going to do that. I think that's how the song goes, isn't it?
Sure. Right now, there is no holding back. Put everything you have on the table, show your best hand, and go.
2 fistfuls from Barney up in the flag stand. 10 laps to go here at Auto Club Speedway. Dale Glessner, very, very strong in that 10 car, but the 4 car of Kenny Kibbe, strong as well. He's done a lot of passing throughout the evening here, dropping back a little bit earlier on and being one of the drivers that was kind of off sync just a little bit with that green flag pit stop earlier on, but everybody gathered back up, getting that restart with 10 laps to go. The iRacing pace car, he's going to take that left-hand turn down to pit road, get himself a corn dog and an ice cold Coke as we're lined up 2 by 2 by 2 all the way through. 10 laps to go here at Auto Club for the Reverie Brewing Beer Bash 65. Green flag is out. One Mogan. We are racing, and there is Dale Glessner with a monster start, with a monster push. Brandon Newhouse all over the back bumper of the 10.
The 4 Kirby powering on the outside. I think there he goes. He's going to get him going into 1 here.
Little onboard action with Zane Farrell in the 14 car. He has a front row seat for this dogfight for first.
There goes, like I said, the 4's on the outside. Is he going to be able to get it on the outside? Pass him on the outside. He's been strung up there all night. Down low is the 99 Daddio, too. He was a very strong contender early in the race. Let's see how this shakes out, Paul.
Racing all the way around this racetrack, using every inch of it. Contact the 10 car sideways. Holds on to it, but barely going to slide all the way back, almost outside. The top 10 going to hand the lead over to the 4 car with 8. Check that, 9 laps to go here at Auto Club. Still side by side for second. Newhouse down in the bottom. Going to go up, say, hey, let's go golf into the 14 car. Zane Farrell still holding on to P2 on the high side, but for how long?
And then the 99 Daddio's behind the 3 Deuce House. I'm sorry, guys. The 09, it's Peters.
09 car, Peters right in the mix as well, up in the top 5. Had himself a win last week at Daytona and came back up 3rd or 4th in points. Got to make sure we remember to key in those points. Couple of contacts up to the outside wall, crossing the stripe. 7 laps to go. Snaking all the way around this front racetrack, or the front straightaway. These guys, anybody come home with this victory.
Like I said, they're not holding anything back now. Let's just go for it and let's see what happens. The 4 Kirby's, starting to pull away. I think he's been pretty much the dominant car all night. I think at this point they're fighting for second.
Clean nocturnal racing, a number 4 car for Kenny Kibbe holding on to the lead. Zane Farrell in second. Brandon Newhouse there in 3rd. You can see a little side-by-side action for 4th. John Peters in the 09. Down low. He's going to slide up in behind the 99. Daddio going to give him just a little bit of an extra push on the outside. There's Corey Casagrande having a monster run for that 7 CT in the 6th position. Brent Roy up in the mix. He's battling, trying to get into the top 5. Jason Ricker up there as well. The rookie, how about that? Bradway, he's up in the top 10. Bobby Schiff, Austin Belke. Everybody wants a piece of this top 10 here with 7 laps to go. Working the backstretch. Ooh, the 13 down low. Going to gather it back up. No harm, no foul. We stay green.
Where am I? Oh, Jesus. Paul, I'm sorry. I'm in a bad view right now. Here we go. 3 of the... Oh, Jesus Christ. Guys, once again, I'm sorry. I'm doing this on a phone. The views change all the time on me. Like I said, the leader, the 4 of Kirby's out front. Well, I can't see anything.
No worries, Gary.
Help me out here, buddy.
Kenny Kibbe holding on to the lead. Zane Farrell still there in second. The side-by-side action. Heating back up there for 3rd. Daddio holding on to it. Newhouse wants a piece of the action. He's been in that top 3, top 4, top 5 almost all night long. Started in that 4th position and still holding on to it right now. Peters in the mix as well, and it's pretty much single file back in this one. Everybody knows we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, getting down to the final 5 laps here at Auto Club Speedway, and they know that they've only got a couple of laps. They maybe only have 1 shot to take that final pass and make their final pass of the evening here, so you want to make sure that you get it set up right. Kenny Kibbe, he just wants to keep driving out front. He is set sail. He's got 4/10 of a second lead over Zane Farrell in second. Steve Daddio holding on to 3rd. Brandon Newhouse, John Peters, the top 5, but Peters taking a peek down low on the 3 car.
Here comes Peters on the inside of the 3 to see if he's going to make the pass for the fourth position. Daddy was holding strong in third. Daddy was, he was a strong runner earlier this evening. He ran the P2 for the longest time. There comes the 26.
You can see a little side-by-side battle heating up. Corey Casagrande wants to try and
Peter
get
Craig.
around that 26 car of Brent Roy all over the back bumper as we work 4 laps to go for the 4 car of Kenny Kibbe coming out of turn number 2, looking out the windshield and seeing nothing. Still holding on to 4/10 of the second lead over Zane Farrell in second, Daddio in third, and everybody's still holding on to that single file line around the racetrack here for about the front 10, front 12 cars.
At what point do you have to make a move though to get a position? If you're content with finishing 4th or 5th, is that what you want, or do you want to try to go for the get up into the top 3, but take the risk of falling back to 10th?
Points are going to be a factor for a lot of these guys. Ryan Messer back in the pack quite a ways, back in 18th right now. He came in as the points leader. Jason Ricker in the 9 car, he's up in the top 10 here tonight. John Peters, Brent Roy, all these drivers looking for a solid run here tonight to kind of start off the season with a little bit of a bang. We did talk earlier on in the season with some of these drivers going to be missing a couple of races, and we don't have any substitutes here in NEP this season. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on here as we come out of turn number 4 once again here for Kenny Kibbe. Popsicle sticks as he crossed the line. 2 laps to go here at Auto Club. Zane Farrell in second, Steve Daddio in third. I'm going to put you on the spot, Gary. Out of those top 3, who do you got?
The 4, Kirby. He's been the strongest car all night. Like I said, these rest of these guys are fighting for second. I think he had the best pitch strategy of the night, taking it to lap 33. I was worried at the beginning about his tires falling off, but then when the caution came out, I knew it was pretty much his race. Daddio has impressed me though. Once again, I raced with Scott back in the day, or Steve back in the day. I'm sorry, his father Scott. Now look at he's trying to get under there for second.
White flag, white rag here at Auto Club Speedway, and you can see Kenny Kibbe driving off into the sunset, now 7.5 tenths of a second. There is tonight's sponsor on the hood of the car. How about a showing for Reverie, Brewing, the Beer Badge 65? Putting on a show here for P2 on the final lap.
Oh, here we go.
Free wide action. John Peters wants to take a shot down low. He's going to come up in the middle, split these guys. Zane Farrell up in the high side, Daddio down in the bottom. Holy cow, it's going to be Kenny Kibbe. He's coming out of turn number 4 for the final time. That checkered flag is waving, but the fight is for second. Checkered flag flies here at Auto Club for Kenny Kibbe. Steve Daddio, I think, technically got second.
Second.
How about that?
I'm pretty sure Peters, like I said, I don't see a pylon, but I'm pretty sure Peters got third.
Yeah, Peters got third. Zane Farrell going to round out, finishing 4th. Brent Roy rounding out the top 5. But man, oh man, Kenny Kibbe.
What a finish there at
the victory. Well, yeah, what a finish for second. How about those fireworks going off in the background?
Wow, I didn't see that coming. I thought they were just going to get in line and finish. Good job by Daddio, though. Peters, they put on one hell of a race at the end.
Absolutely. We'll get these top 3 drivers lined up and get them talked to, and we're going to try and start start on top. May as well, right? We'll see if we can talk to the winner of tonight's race, the 4 car of Kenny Kibbe, and we'll make this technology work here, folks, one of these days. I know we've been doing this for 5 seasons now on Vidane TVs. I still don't know what I'm doing.
I can push buttons.
We're gonna give Gary a 4th button next week. Maybe we'll even let him do an interview. But we're gonna catch up with the winner here tonight. Dominating performance. Definitely a mute button. But how about it for the 4 car, Kenny Kibbe? Dominating performance here at Auto Club for the first time we've been here in 3 seasons. Talk to us, man. What's going through your mind?
Yeah, that was great. Just dominating performance for the 2 4-wide weaponry cars up front. Yeah, I knew that I knew track position was going to matter so much here, and honestly, I was expecting us to not get any cautions at all. And so qualifying was super important. I practiced that a lot in that little practice session that we had, and then just came down to executing and running smooth laps. And we were going to make it on fuel. I know some guys were really close. I think we were going to make it by less than 1 lap on the one-stop strategy, but then that caution came out, and man, I was dejected because I knew I had lost the lead and knew there was some really fast short run cars that were going to be up there. So that kind of worried me, but we just had to run hard for a few laps and then start putting some qualifying laps together and just go to the finish there. Feels great to get an early win.
Yeah, picking them up, putting them down, and putting another win in. That's another check in that win column for Kenny Kibbe in the 4-car. We know you got Nocturnal Sim Racing on the quarter panel. Who else gets it done for the Virtual 4 team? Who gets you to and from the track?
Yeah, I'd just like to, thank everybody at NEP for coming together every week and putting this league on again. Thanks to you guys in the broadcast booth for putting those on. I look forward to going back and watching these. Thanks everybody that watches on board with me on Twitch. And again, shout out to the other 4 Wide Weaponry teammates. Steve ran up front all night long, and so we got a 1-2. So that's good for us there. And shout out to the Icon cars for not totally botching their pit strategy this week.
Yeah, great pit stops all night long, which was pretty cool, except for the 46 car, but we will talk about that. But a solid run for the 4-car. Another victory for Kenny Kibbe. Congratulations, man.
Yep, thanks, guys.
We're gonna slide on a little bit further on down pit road. Now, Gary, I'm gonna help you out with this one. We're gonna do a chaperone interview here for P2, but we've caught up with the number 99 driver, Steve Daddio, and Gary, you're with him.
Hey, Steve, how we doing? Hey, you ran a pretty strong race today. Did you have anything for that 4-car?
I think if I could have got by 14 there a little bit quicker, I might have been able to push him a little bit, but his line was just better. I think through the first part of the race, I was trying different lines, trying to get out of the dirty air, but the closer I got, the worse the front end got, and you just couldn't get back to the gas as quickly as you needed to get down the straightaways here. So I don't know. I think maybe if he made a mistake late, I feel like I had a little momentum. It definitely was building over the course of the race. Maybe I would have had a shot at him there, but Kenny's a great driver. He's always up top here in the NEP league, so it's just good to run with him, and I love having him on the team.
So, got to talk to you about that finish coming to the line. What happened there? Did the 09 get into you a little bit?
I think that started a few laps back. We were just talking about it in our pit here. I'm running for points, and John always beats me, so I figured I think maybe it's time to man up a little bit. I feel like he's going to have a couple words for me, but I'll take this opportunity to apologize. You really shouldn't be doing that with two to go. But when it comes down to one to go, all bets are off. And I got to take a look at the replay. It doesn't feel like a John Peters move to hook you at the line there. So I don't know if the 14 was hanging around or if anybody got together there, but I don't know. Maybe it was intentional.
I don't think it was more of intentional as you guys were just racing hard and you guys were almost 3 wide coming to the checkered. So,
okay.
Great job tonight. Give a shout out to your sponsors on your car.
I got to thank Reverie Brewing here. They're the title sponsor for the race, and obviously all over my car. Didn't have the greatest luck in the black scheme, so we figured we'd switch it over for the super speedway race and then carry it over here. It's really they got some great beer over there at Reverie, Newtown, Connecticut. If anyone's in that area, stop in. 12 pours all the time, wine, whatever you need. Really, great scene over there. Live music. Really, really great brewery. So go support. And then Daddio's Auto Parts, the secondary sponsor on this car, but he's the main on my other. And it's always cool having your dad on the car and having the business on there. We've been doing this. I've been racing for a long time, so it's cool to carry it over in the simulated leagues during the winter. So
yeah, by accident I called you Scott one.
That is my father. Yeah. He's a legend around those Stafford parts.
Yep. So your father's helped me out more than one time with our cars. So
yeah, he's a good guy.
Yep.
I think he's out there watching now. He's probably calling me right now.
All right. Well, congratulations on your run tonight, and looking forward to seeing you race a little more this season.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the broadcast. You guys have a good one.
See you later.
And a little bit further on down pit road, never get tired of talking to this guy. Always on the podium here in NEP. Always winning races. Always finishing third. John Peters, solid run here tonight. John, talk to us about that finish. Holy cow.
What's happening, Paul? Good to hear your voice. It was a crazy finish those last 10 laps or so, and especially coming to the line in the last lap, I didn't really intend to pull an Austin Dillon there and smoke the fence, but I was at least happy to come home with third. I probably didn't deserve that, just the way that I put the whole race together tonight, but it was still fun nonetheless. I wanted to say we all got Maine stickers on our hood tonight. We're thinking of the people of Lewiston. I know there's more important things going on right now, but hopefully we could entertain the masses for an hour or so here. But it was a fun race overall.
Yeah, absolutely. And we kind of saw that '09 car stick around in the top 10 all night long. And right towards the end, just kind of started to surface up towards the top. Was it a good pit stop under caution there? What kind of got you up in that top 5 towards the end?
I think it was just a combination. I actually had a bad pit stop twice tonight. I messed up on pit road. When we came in during the green flag cycles, I came in too slow, overshot my pit, almost spun out in the first lap out. I think I'd gotten to about second on the track at that point, so lost all that track position. So by the time the end of the race came, I was just trying to be myself and not overdrive the car and come in and get a smooth stop done. I still blew through my pit sign, so I cost myself a little time there, but I hung around in 5th or 6th, and I just wasn't a fast short run car tonight. I really needed long runs, so I figured those guys might get dicey up ahead of me, and I just waited it out and picked the right moments to pounce, and almost was able to get past Steven there for second at the line, but had a good hard race, and I will take third.
Yeah, hard fought battle for that third spot. Great night for the points coming in here tonight, third after the duels and the Daytona opener last week. But you already made mention earlier on I believe it was last month at the award show. Already going to be missing a couple of races on the schedule. Is that still the case here? Getting into it.
I'm gonna miss the next race at Hickory, but I think that's it. So from what I've heard, we're gonna get a drop race with league points this year. So if that's true, I'll be fine. I'm disappointed to have to miss Hickory though in the late model stocks. I think that'll be a fun race, but hopefully that's the only one we miss and we can give it a good run. This is definitely a better start to the year than I've had probably in the last 3 years. So I'm excited about that, and I think we should be okay.
Yeah, 100%. Seen a couple of slow starts for the '09 car, but coming out swinging here in season 5, hoping to potentially secure that 4th championship. Only 2 drivers have gotten a championship here in the 4 seasons of NEP. So crazy to think that. John, who gets it done here for you? I know we're getting close to the wrapping the real race cars up, putting them in the garage for a couple of months. But who gets you to and from the real racetrack as well as the virtual racetrack?
Thanks you guys for doing this. Thanks to NEP for putting it on. Thanks to the sponsor of tonight's race. Thanks to everybody who watches. Shout out to my mom. Thanks to my wife and 2 dogs for letting me do this. And thanks to everyone who supports G&G's Gift, flying the colors on the '09 all year long.
Absolutely. And John, congratulations. Another solid finish here on Vidane TV here in the NEP series.
All right. Thanks, guys.
The great racing here, the Reverie Brewing Beer Bash 65 here at Auto Club Speedway. Only 1 caution here tonight. So these guys know how to pick them up, put them down here in the NEP series. And we're off with the NEP series next week, I believe. But that doesn't mean we're off. No days off here at Vidane TV. TCM 300 next Thursday night and Friday. 2-day show. That's going to be a whole lot of fun here on Vidane TV. But man, Gary, awesome to have you up here in the booth here with me. Doing a great job. Hey, for your 2nd or 3rd time in here, we're going to figure this thing out.
Well, thank you for having me. Like I said, guys, I don't do this on a regular basis, so I'm glad to help out. Everybody who knows me knows I love racing. It's in my blood. And once again, thank you, Paul, for letting me do this. I have a blast with you. Hopefully I'll get better.
You'll get better with time for sure. That's Gary Spinato from Rent a Race Car. Check them out over on Facebook. And I am Showtime Paul Strickland Jr. here for Vidane TV for the NEP Shift Series for Reverie Brewing Company. Check them out over on Facebook. Check out their website. Check out that punk rock Halloween costume this Saturday night, 4 o'clock. I'm telling you, you may very well see me dressed up as the Joker there. I might have to make that happen. But for everybody here at Vidane TV, we will catch you on the flip side. And when we do, we will be doing it live. Yeah.